Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today is our first lecture of biodiversity, in which we will thoroughly discuss about the introduction of biodiversity, definition of biodiversity, and about the course outline, in which the portion of theory and the portion of practical will be discussed. Now the term biodiversity, what is mean by biodiversity? Bio mean life, diversity mean variety. This is a course in which we will study about the variety of life in the earth. Diversity of life will be thoroughly discussed in this lecture, and in the coming lectures we will explain all the outline of this subject. Now I will move toward the introduction of instructor. My name is Ihtisham Liaquat. My qualification is MPhil Zoology, and I have 6 years teaching experience, in which I taught MSc classes, BS Honors classes, BSc and FSc classes. Now moving toward the course. The course code is ZOL-658. The course title is Biodiversity, and it has 3 credit hours, which is divided into 2 credit hours for theory and 1 credit hour for practical work. Among the theory outline, we will explain about these topics. The first topic of this course is Introduction to Biodiversity, and next we will move toward the types of biodiversity. In the types of biodiversity, we will discuss about 3 major types of biodiversity: species biodiversity, genetic biodiversity, and ecosystem biodiversity. Species biodiversity is variety in the species. For example, there are more than 1000 variety in the rice species. We have listened about many varieties of rice which have great taste, which are good for cooking. There are many types of rice, we have familiar with them. And the next one is genetic biodiversity, and next toward the species biodiversity, in which many species of the animals are found in many areas. For example, when we discuss about the area of Wazirabad, area of Gujarat, area of Pakistan, there are thousands and thousands of species found here in these areas. And ecosystem biodiversity, there are many types of ecosystem. For example, desert ecosystem, tundra ecosystem, and there are forest ecosystem, deciduous forest ecosystem. Many ecosystems will be studied in our course. And next topic is status of biodiversity. We will know about the status of species. Some species are threatened and other are endangered species, and some will be extinct species. We will know about the status of biodiversity. In the next topic, importance of biodiversity. What is the importance of biodiversity? It is the sources of many things. It provides shelter to many animals, it provides habitat, it provides food source to many animals. Therefore, it is very important in food chain, and in ecosystem biodiversity is very important. Next topic is nature resources and biodiversity. And further, we will study about the ecological aspects of biodiversity. Now, what are ecological aspects? We will discuss in this topic very thoroughly and explain it. Impacts on biodiversity. There are many activities, there are many human activities which impact biodiversity very badly, and other factors which impact the biodiversity we will discuss in that topic. Loss of biodiversity. Next topic is loss of biodiversity. In loss of biodiversity, we will discuss about the major causes of loss of biodiversity. After causes, the impact of biodiversity loss, and ultimately what will the consequences of loss of biodiversity we will discuss in this topic. and protection of biodiversity. The most important is the protection of biodiversity. There are many national parks which are established by the governments of different countries to protect the biodiversity. And next, these were the outline from theory, and now we will discuss about the practical outline. In practical outline, we will discuss population of some local subterranean animals. What are subterranean animals? Those animals which habitat on the land. They are called subterranean animals. We will discuss about their population, and in the next, procedure for studying species richness. What is species richness? How many species are found in a particular ecosystem? It is called species richness. Next practical is study of some important museum specimens. In this topic, we will visit a museum and study different specimens which are protected in a museum, conserved in a museum. And next, we move toward the introduction of biodiversity. In introduction of biodiversity, first of all, a term which replaced the biodiversity is biological diversity. Biodiversity means the variety of life found in an ecosystem found on earth, which is studied by a naturalist, which are scientists, those who study biodiversity. Its definition is the variety of organisms at all levels. There are three levels. Three levels at which we study the variety of organisms. For example, these levels are species biodiversity, genetic biodiversity, and ecosystem biodiversity. In species biodiversity, we will discuss about different species which inhabits in a particular ecosystem. It is called species biodiversity. Genetic biodiversity is for example, there are siblings. These two siblings did not have the same genetic material. That's why it is called genetic biodiversity. We have discussed about the genetic biodiversity earlier in the example of rice variety. There are many variety of mangoes, there are many variety of watermelon, there are many variety of melon and other fruits. These all varieties are found in genetic biodiversity. And third one is ecosystem biodiversity. In ecosystem biodiversity, there are many different kinds of ecosystem. For example, a desert ecosystem where adapted plants are found. For example, cactus found especially in deserts. Cactus has specific adaptations to inhabit in a desert condition. For example, they have thick cuticle covering, which inhibit the loss of water through transpiration, and they have minimum stomata in their cuticle. There are many scarce stomata in their cuticle. That's why they lower the process of transpiration, and they don't have any leaves. Leaves are used in the process of transpiration. That's why they are adapted in the desert condition to get rid the process of transpiration, and they use their water in other activities instead of transpiration and loss of water. Other ecosystem diversity in ecosystem, we will study about the forest ecosystem. Forests, there are many types of forests. For example, deciduous forest in which those plants are inhabited which fall their leaves. Seasonal fall of their leaves is happen in the deciduous forest. That's why they are called deciduous. In those plants, they are also adapted for the conditions which are found in a desert, found in a forest. The rainfall in forest is more than a desert ecosystem. Another ecosystem is grassland ecosystem. In grassland ecosystem, the rainfall is between the desert and desert and forest ecosystem. Another types of ecosystem is tundra ecosystem. Tundra are basic ice deserts. Basically, they are also called ice deserts, where the diversity, where the variety of life is very low, and their conditions are very severe, like in desert. Desert are very hot, and tundra is very cold. In tundra, those animals which inhabit in tundra environment, they are adapted to those conditions, and animals and plants those inhabit there, they also have adapted for the low temperature. These were some types of ecosystem found in different habitats. For example, desert ecosystem, forest ecosystem, and tundra ecosystem, grassland ecosystem. Among the aquatic ecosystem, there are three types of ecosystem. There are two types of ecosystem. The first one is marine ecosystem. The second one is freshwater ecosystem. Some animal and some plants are adapted to the marine environment, and other plants and animals are adapted to the freshwater ecosystem. In marine ecosystem, animals face hypertonic environment, and in freshwater ecosystem, animals face hypotonic environment. To cope with the hypotonic environment in freshwater, animals must be adapted some strategy to get rid excess amount of water. They get rid excess amount of water by producing very dilute urine, and in the hypertonic environment, like many marine environment, animals are adapted to drink more water, and they secrete very concentrated urine. Their kidney has adapted to do this process. Now we will move toward the next slide. Levels of biodiversity. Biodiversity includes three main types. Diversity within species. When we discuss about diversity within a species, it will be called as genetic diversity. Diversity within a species, we have discussed some example about diversity within a species, like we study the example of rice. There are many types of rice, like variety found in Pakistan, like Chassis, and other one is Super. These are two varieties which are very common in Pakistan used, and there is difference between these two varieties. The Super rice have very good taste, and they are good for cooking. Their presentation is very well. And the other type is Chassis rice. They are not as good as Super rice. Therefore, some people like the variety of Chassis, and the other people like the variety of Super. This is an example of diversity within the species. It is called genetic diversity. The second type is found between species. First one is within species, variety within species, and the second one is variety between species. For example, there are many species. It is called species diversity. Like the species of cat, species of dogs, species of camel, species of elephant, species of tiger, species of lion. All these species are called species diversity. For example, if I say there are more than 10,000 species found in the area of Punjab, then it is called species diversity. The next one is the diversity between ecosystem. It is called ecosystem diversity, which we have discussed earlier, that the ecosystem diversity include desert ecosystem, forest ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem, and tundra ecosystem, grassland ecosystem. All these ecosystems have their specific characteristics, which will be discussed in detail in the particular lecture. Now we will move toward the next slide. In this diagram, you can say the variety variety of corn. There are many varieties found in a species. It is called genetic diversity. The assorted colors of kernel in different varieties of corn are a result of genetic diversity. Some kernels have red color, some have black color, some have yellow color. All these colors are due to the presence of genetic diversity. This is an example of genetic diversity. Now this is species diversity. You can say in this diagram there are birds, there are many birds, there are many mammals, there are reptiles. Among the mammals there is elephant, lion, there is panda, and there is dolphin among the mammals. And among the birds there is eagle, and there is sparrow, and among the reptiles there is tortoise, and all these animals represent the species diversity. Types of biodiversity. The third type of biodiversity is ecosystem diversity. In this diagram you can say desert ecosystem, forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, and aquatic or marine ecosystem. Ecosystem diversity refers to the variety of habitats, community, and ecological processes in the biosphere, and the effect of ecosystem on animals which is living in that particular habitat. For example, if an animal living in desert, the desert environment must impact on those animals, and an animal living in marine environment and marine environment also impact on particular environment. Therefore, the particular ecosystem have effect on the biodiversity. We will also study the impact of environment on the animals. Levels of biodiversity. Species diversity, number of different species in an area, it is called species diversity. And ecosystem diversity, variety of habitats. There is variety of habitats. For example, in the previous slide we studied the variety of habitats like desert ecosystem, like forest ecosystem, marine ecosystem, and grassland ecosystem. So variety of habitats are found in these ecosystems, and there are also present some communities. What is community? When different populations are combined together, they form community. For example, forest is a good example of a community. And ecological process. There are many ecological processes which found to happen in an ecosystem. Then we will move toward the genetic diversity. All the different genes within all number of population. In a population, the total number of genes, there are one individual have a portion of total genes, and the other individual have another portion of the total genes. So every individual have different set of genes. That's why it is called genetic diversity. Ecosystem biodiversity includes ecosystem. Biodiversity consists ecosystem, the community of organisms. If we will study a forest, there is a community of organisms. There are found many population. There is a population of insects, there is a population of birds, there is population of mammals and other animals. In the animals there are many species. In mammals there are many species. In birds there are many species of sparrow, eagle, and different other ducks and other birds. And among the reptiles there are many species of reptiles found in an specific ecosystem. Among reptiles there are snakes. Different species of snakes are found inhabit a specific environment. And we will also discuss about the physical factors that impact those organisms. Among the physical factors we will discuss about the wind. We will discuss about the light. We will discuss about the presence of water and other physical factors we will also study, and their effect we also study. In this diagram, you can see the different physical factors found in this diagram, like there is water, the availability of water. There is soil. Soil is also a physical factor. There is air. There is solar radiation, and there is moisture. Moisture is shown by the presence of clouds. And in an ecosystem, there are two portions in an ecosystem: biotic portion and abiotic portion. In the biotic portion, there are plants, there are soil organisms, there are aquatic organisms, there are birds, there are mammals. All the living things found in an ecosystem are called biotic portion, biotic fauna. And in the abiotic fauna, abiotic portion of the ecosystem, there is air. Air is very important for both plants and animals. In air, what is air? Air is a mixture of different gases, in which oxygen, carbon dioxide, and some rare gases are present. Oxygen has very important role for animals, and carbon dioxide has very important role for plants. Plants need carbon dioxide for the synthesis of their food, and animals need oxygen for their respiration process. Animals release carbon dioxide by the process of respiration, and plants release oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. The plants use the carbon dioxide produced by animals, and animals use oxygen produced by the plants. Meanwhile, plants also use oxygen during the process of respiration at night and day. Plants, every time 24 hours, plants do respiration and they produce carbon dioxide. At the same time, plants do photosynthesis and they produce oxygen, which is used by animal. There are different types of habitats. What is habitat? Habitat is a house of living organism. It is an area where animals live. For example, some birds have habitats on a tree. Some birds have habitat in buildings, in caves, and some animals have different habitats. For example, a lion has its habitat in a forest. A bird has a habitat on a tree. A man has habitat in a house. There are different examples of habitats. Among the abiotic, there is moisture. Moisture is the humidity which is produced by a cloud or rain, and there is solar radiation. Also, it is abiotic factor. Among the abiotic factors, solar radiation is very important because solar radiation is used. Solar energy is used in the process of photosynthesis. Plants use solar energy to synthesize their food. That's why it is called photosynthesis. And soil is the most important for plants. Soil, there are different types of soils, which forest soil, which is more fertile, a desert soil, which is less fertile, grassland soil, which is intermediate between forest and desert, and a fourth type of soil found at the tundra ecosystem, where that is covered by frozen ice, and the soil is also frozen. So different types of soils also include in abiotic factors. Water is very important abiotic factor. Water is very important because all the biological process happening in a cell occurs in the presence of water. So our cell, there are different types of cells which have different composition, which have different proportion of water. For example, our brain cells have more than 80% of water. Our bone cells have less than 70%, less than 70% of water, and different types of cells have their specific proportion of water. So water is very important for the life. All the metabolisms occur in a living organism require water. For example, if we discuss about the digestion occur in the presence of water. There are many other activities, metabolic activities, which also require water for their procession. After water, there are other abiotic factors which we will discuss in the next. Now we will summarize our lecture which we have discussed. In this lecture we have discussed thoroughly about the course outline, and then we discuss about the portion of theory in the course outline. There are many topics of theory, and in this course we discuss about the portion of practical, and at last we introduce the biodiversity, different types of biodiversity, different ecosystem found in biodiversity, 3 levels of biodiversity we have discussed: genetic biodiversity, species biodiversity, and ecosystem biodiversity. In ecosystem biodiversity we have discussed about 3 to 4 different types of ecosystem. The first one was the aquatic ecosystem. In aquatic ecosystem, it is further divided into 2 types: marine ecosystem and freshwater ecosystem. In marine ecosystem, oceans and seas are found, and in freshwater ecosystems, lakes, river, and other ponds are found. The freshwater ecosystem have hypotonic condition, and marine ecosystem have hypertonic environment. And those animals which inhabits in these particular habitats, they are adapted about their environment. And the other types of ecosystem, tundra ecosystem, which are found at the peaks of high mountains. For example, Pakistan is blessed with all the types of ecosystem. In Pakistan, there is also a tundra ecosystem. They also have all the types of forest ecosystem. They have a deserts ecosystem. They have grassland ecosystem. The northern side of Pakistan have the cold temperature, and the southern type of Pakistan have the hot temperature. In the southern Punjab we observe the deserts, and in the northern Punjab toward the Murray side there are hills, there are grassland ecosystem like Neelam Valley, Shogram Valley. There are grassland ecosystem, and mountains, on the mountains they have forest ecosystem. They are rich about the biodiversity, and they have different kinds of species of lions, tiger, and other animals. So Pakistan have all the ecosystems. Among the ecosystems we have discussed about the desert ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem, tundra ecosystem, and grassland ecosystem. These ecosystems found in all over the world. All the world is divided into different zoological zones. In these zoological zones we discuss different variety of animals, different variety of birds, reptiles, and all kinds of animals will be discussed in different zones. So it was an introduction of biodiversity. Now we will close our topic. Okay, students, Allah Hafiz.